Morning to all. I am Muthuselvi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Computer Applications, uh, Drsnsrcas, College of Arts and Science, Bangalore. Now I am going to discuss about the topic of ethical decision making in business. Ethical decision making in business involves considering moral principles and values when facing the challenges that may impact various stakeholders. It requires a thoughtful and systematic approach to ensure that decisions align with ethical standards. Here is a guide to ethical decision making in business. First one, identify the uh, ethical values. Recognize the issues, clearly identify the ethical dilemma or issues at hand. It may involve cla- conflicting values, interest, or potential harm to stakeholders. Next one is gather information, facts, and prosperities. Collect relevant information, including fact, prosperities of stakeholders, and the potential consequences of different courses of action. Next one, identify stakeholders. Stakeholders analysis recognize all parties affected by the decisions, including its employees, customers, suppliers, stakeholders, and the broader community. The fourth one is revenue, applicable laws and regulations, legal consideration. Understand the legal framework surrounding the issues and ensure compliance with all applicable laws and regulations. Then consider ethical principles. Ethical framework apply ethical principles such as honesty, fairness, integrity, accountability, and respect of right when evaluating potential courses of actions. Next one is evaluate alternatives. Generate options. Identify and evaluate various alternatives for addressing the ethical values. Consider the potential impact of each options on stakeholders. Next one is examine consequences, short term and long term consequences. Analyze the potential consequences of each alternatives both in the short term and long term. Consider the effect on individual and the overall community. Seek guidance, consult peers and experts, seek input from college collegiates, mentors, or industrial experts to gain different prospects and insights. Next one is consider organizational values. Alignment with values, assess whether each alternative aligns with the organizational values, mission, and code of ethics. Next one is make a decision, balance judgment, choose the alternative that best aligns with the ethical principles, legal requirements, and organizational values. Consider the greatest good and the interest of all the stakeholders. Next one, implementing the decisions. Communication. Clearly communicate the decision to relevant stakeholders, explaining the reasonable uh, rationale behind it and addressing any concerns. Monitor and reflect, evaluate outcomes, continuously monitor the outcome of the decisions to ensure it achieves the intended ethical objectives. Then continuous improvement, ethics training, provide outgoing ethics training for employees to enhance their ethical awareness and decision-making skills. Then review and adoptive policies. Policy evaluation regularly review and adapt organizational policies and procedures to ensure they support ethical decision making. Thank you.